Good morning, folks, and welcome back to the farm. It is cold. I don't have a hat on because I'm going to the shop to get my woolly hat because I know these big old sailboats are going to get a little bit crispy here, as you can see from the windshield. So let's go find a woolly hat and we're going to get on with the day. Got some sheep chasing to do because yesterday we got our market lambs off on the road to Towfield and we fetched up the breeding ewes from pasture and they're out behind the barn now. Good morning, chickens. Anyways, there was 5 that just wouldn't get on the trailer, and I had about less than that much daylight. I think the sun had already been down for about an hour, so it was just the last, I don't even know what you would call that. It's not even twilight, it's after twilight, right before it's pitch black. I was working with that, and yeah, needless to say, that makes it really difficult to chase sheep around and around in a pen. Anyways, woolly hat. Oh yes, here we go. Haven't had this puppy out since last winter. I better tie these ear flaps up or I'll be sweating here right away. The other thing I gotta get done today is get all these potatoes bagged up. We got potatoes, we got pumpkins, but you can see some of these fingerling potatoes. I hate these fingerling potatoes. They're just so much labor for what you get out of them, but the wife really likes them. But anyways, they're starting to turn green. So that means they're getting too much light. They're getting a little bit of solanine. The temperature's good in here, but the light level's not. So I got to get them into some sacks and get them into a cool, dark place. Solanine, by the way, if you didn't know that, is what potatoes pull out from sunlight. And it's actually toxic. It's not going to poison you. I mean, you'd have to eat an awful lot of potatoes. You'd probably die from overconsumption before you die of solanine. But it can make the potato taste bitter. And of course, it can give you a bit of a tummy ache. So we don't want that to happen. All right, so we're down here at the corrals. One thing I'm renowned for is forgetting to film, or not really forgetting necessarily, but just not filming any of the loading process. And it's not because I don't want to, it's just generally because if there were one thing on the farm that brings my anxiety level up, it's when you're trying to get sheep to load onto a trailer and they just want to go like to a different county. They got a different mindset altogether. So today I'm going to make a conscious effort to show you how that goes. A little bit of grain in the trailer. I'm going to have to skip over the fence. And so showing you that is going to do one of two things. I'm not sure which yet. It's either going to show you my, showcase my expertise in small ruminant management, or you will laugh your ass off. I don't know which it's going to be yet. Let's have a look and find out. So what makes this uniquely difficult is, well, there's 5 that are out. There's two that are ewe lambs, and then 3 that are mature ewes. And those 3, we've got Queen, Duchess, and I think the other one is Norma. And they throw nice lambs. They're fantastic ewes. But when it comes to handling, they're a bit flighty. They're always like, they just don't trust. Like they got that fight or flight thing, and it's more flight than fight. So to get them out into the alleyway, and they look at this deep dark hole over here, and they think, I got nowhere to go on the other side of that. So I've got to give them some incentive to come in from the alleyway, in from the safety of the field. And I'm going to try to do that by way of their stomach, essentially, with a bucket of grain. So they just see me dump half a bucket of this grain into the trailer, so they know something's up, and that's why they're bellowing, because they're like, hoo, there's treats to be had. All right, ladies, come on, Queen, we got treats. Ranger, you need to leave. You're in the wrong place at the wrong time, buddy. Come on, girls, come on. Sure, you can go hang out there. Of course, we got one that wants to hang out down there. And this darn dog, get out underneath there. Okay, bucket of grain. See, Queen's a little unsure. She knows something's up. She's no dummy. There we go. Now I kind of had to fight back my first instinct there once they hopped in the trailer, and that was to push them up to the front of the trailer and close that center gate, but most of the grain is in the back half of the trailer here. And I do want them to build that memory that there's a treat in the trailer, not just, you know, they're promised a treat and then don't get one. I'm just trying to be a gymnast here and get across this corral panel here. We'll pull the trailer forward and then I'll be able to latch this side of the gate so nobody falls out on the road. And back up to the yard we go. All right, so we're back into the barn here now. I'm gonna go ahead and let these 5 out. I do not have the back barn door open yet. Reason for that is because by the time I make it from there to here to open this door, I'm gonna have 21 sheep come into the barn milling around, just causing a fuss. I'm gonna have to chase them all out. So I'll get these 5 off the trailer, go to the door, open the door, and then I'm only managing 5 sheep, not 21 sheep. Come on, sheepy sheeps. Oh, you're still finishing up your snack, aren't you? All right, have a little nibble. Okay, it's time. Come on. Off you go. So we actually had, there was 3 mature ewes, 1 ewe lamb, and 1 ram lamb. I kept 1 ram lamb back from last year with Olga. She's not related to any of our other ewes. She was an acquisition. She's actually a rescue. So she's good for a nice Rambouillet Suffolk cross. You know, add a little extra to the gene pool, add some good growth. So that'll be our spare ram for future years, probably for next year's breeding program. We'll see how well he does. Morning, sheepy sheeps. Got some buddies for you. See, they all want to come in. Holy man, look at that. Get out of here. Go on, other way. Out you go. Go on, go feel the warmth of the sun on your back. Don't wreck my door either. Go frolic. No, just gonna hang out. All right, that's cool too. No, you can't come back in. There's nothing in here for you. Get out of here, Thelma. So what is momentous about that is that that's the last time I'm gonna have to move sheep, with the exception of these butcher lambs. The last time we're gonna have to move sheep until probably April. Have a treat. It's on me. All right, so now that all the sheep are hauled away, I figured I might as well bring the water totes up. But Carmen just phoned over and advised me that despite the fact that we talked about it this morning and both agreed that it was something that needed to get done today, it doesn't need to get done today because she wants to go to town. So our niece has a birthday party today, so we're going to go to Grand Prairie and go to that. But I know if I didn't get that done right now, give it a week, maybe not even a week, I'd be getting chewed out. So it's still sitting out here, not being put away. So I'll get this all up. I have one more over by the ram pen. I'll come get this afternoon, get out of the field and up back into the yard again. All right, so we're running out of daylight here. Birthday party's over. Come back. Charlotte's going for a sleepover at her cousin's house. I got to get the other water trailer out of here. I got the weed sprayer all winterized, and then I got the battery booster on the tractor because the wife wants to move raised beds. We got some raised beds that we had over by our water well. They're empty now, but she wants them moved into the greenhouse for next spring because, I mean, why not do that now? I don't know why we wouldn't do that next spring, but it doesn't matter. She wants it done now, but it's going to be minus 10 or minus 12, I think, by Tuesday. And I got to be away for a couple days for business this week, so Tuesday's just completely out of the picture for me. I have to get that water trailer up and back into the yard because even if there's that much water in it, crack fittings, crack bulkheads, crack tanks, gets expensive. So I'm actually super glad I did decide to come down here and do this right now because as you can see, like there's just the tiniest little dribble of water. And it always, like, you walk by, you're like, oh, the tank's empty. Walk by the bucket, yeah, no, there's no more water left. But that's all it would take to just destroy, you know, one of these fittings, this valve, a bulkhead fitting, something that pretty much renders this whole system done. Like, I gotta change a tank, or I'm gonna have to put a bunch of money into new fittings and valves. And you know, as much as I like spending money, I don't like spending it unnecessarily. All right, I think that's a wrap for the evening. I got the potato trailer about half empty. I ran out of sacks, actually. Well, I thought we had about 10 burlap sacks, but I only found 4. That's okay. I got to run to Bloom Enterprises here probably next week sometime, pick up some sunflower seed. I'll mix that in with the grain, give it to the chickens for their fall rations because they're kind of in the molt right now, so they need a little bit of extra protein. That'll give me some extra sacks to put my potatoes in. But for now, they can stay in here. It's cool in the shop. We're only heating it to like 1 or 2 degrees, basically just barely above freezing right now. But I got both tractors in. That was the biggest thing we got to do tonight because it's going to snow. This thing's air cooled, so it's not like I can plug it in and just expect it's going to start. That's just not going to happen. When it gets to -5, that tractor is done, dead, will not start. You got to basically get under there with a tiger torch and heat everything up, and that's just a whole pile of nonsense that ain't nobody got time for that. So I'm going to put the side-by-side in the barn, and I'm going to go inside and make a cup of tea and call it a night. So I'll let you go for now. Hope you have a fantastic evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.